Hello, this is Victor. I'm here with a new Ask Victor video. This is the video where you can ask me the questions that you want and then I will respond them on the next month. So if you want me to respond some questions, please just leave your questions in the comments below and then next month, more or less mid of next month, I will answer them. In this video, I will answer the questions I received in the month of Feb. So, and if you just want me, you also can send me a private message if you don't want to make public your question. I can just make the question, but I can, there is always, don't hesitate to send me a question. I have 3 persons that made me questions last time, so I will go through them. I will answer them on the fly. I like to answer them as sometimes I read them, but this time I will just read at the same time that I am answering them. So the first question is from Teacher. He also have a YouTube channel. It's quite interesting. Not too many videos, but there are some fine things that he's doing. So he say, fun video. Some questions for next time. Do you only use Games Workshop paints? And if not, which paints do you go to other brands? I would say 95% of my paints are Games Workshop. I have, for the metallics, I like it a lot, this scale 75. I wanted to try that because I read comments and I read was an article of a painter, a very good painter, Spanish good painter, that was recommending this as a metallic. I give it a try and I'm really very happy with that. And then I have some model color paints, or Vallejo, as is also told. I mainly use Games Workshop for one reason. I'm very familiar with these paints, and when I go to other paints that they have in the Games Workshop store, of course, and it's where I go to to play, and when I go to play is when I buy my supplies. If I go, I have to buy something by internet, and normally I don't buy paints, and if I buy paints, I keep buying the same Games Workshop because all my paint schemes are based on Games Workshop. The other things I use from time to time is wall paints, and I use them mainly to paint or terrain or to paint, mainly terrain, and I use them to paint the table. But that's all. This is what I mainly use. Games Workshop 95%. I have a little bit of model color, not too much, and I like a lot the scale 75 for the silver. More questions from Dieter. What do you think about? What do you think of the videos by Duncan? I think they are great. I think I watch some of them. I also like to watch them because I think I can learn from him. He's really showing. I think sometimes it's going too fast showing the things. I would like sometimes that he spend more time in some techniques. Especially when he's doing how to paint a miniature, he goes very fast, just showing a couple of strokes and then he changes to the next color. Sometimes I would like to see a little bit more detail on what he's doing, but I think they are great videos. I think it's a great initiative from Games Workshop, and I think they should have a very big library of different tutorials, so I highly recommend them. Where do you get inspiration for higher quality painting, or did you buy tutorials and videos for it? My inspiration is other people from YouTube. I like to watch other people that is painting miniatures. I go to Cool Mini or not to see how they paint. Buddha painting was called. This was a good inspiration. It's a pity that they don't put more videos now. And mainly Cool Mini or not, I go there to have some inspiration. PMP League, I also get ideas from there, and then experimenting. I like a lot of experimenting and trying my own way to do the things. So it's a little bit of everything, looking techniques on other YouTubers in internet, looking Cool Mini or not, some finished miniatures, and also when I see something interesting, I try to imagine how it's done, I try to do some practice. If not, I look on the internet how it can be done. So a little bit of everywhere. I like to keep watching videos. while I'm painting, or sometimes I say watching, but it's more listening. But when I hear about something interesting, I stop painting and look what is the technique this person is using. So, yeah, other I would say other YouTubers, Cool Mini or not, and also in the PMP league, I think there is a good basis for good inspiration. Means it's also sometimes inspiring me to try something different. Um, Now we have questions from Eric BR40K, highly recommended channel. I really enjoy following him. Saying, great answers, great answers. As such a great painter, do you still have techniques that you think you would like to get better, or have to learn still? Yes, there is always techniques. There is things I would like always to do better. I have the feeling that my silver metallics, I'm not convinced on the results I get there. I think I could can be done better, especially on blades and swords. I think I still don't reach what I wanted to have. Skin tone, I would like also to do better. I keep looking. I really in each miniature I try to improve versus what I did in the previous miniature, especially when I go for big miniatures like Magnus the Red. I also try to go to the next step. I try to really listen to the criticism and to the opinions that I receive from my miniatures, and I try to improve. I think every technique I use can go to an next level. Blending, and one thing that I would like really to improve a lot, I would like to be even better, is to on freehand. Especially when I was playing with my harlequins, I would love to be more precise with doing this diamond pattern, for example. Freehand is a thing that requires a lot of practice, a lot of brush control, and yeah, doing nice freehands, nice banners. So something that is very elaborate takes a lot of time, but also you need a lot of techniques. It's almost painting a small picture. So I will say I have good control of all the techniques, but I would like to improve and keep improving on the advanced techniques. Metallics, especially metallics, skin, freehand. I think I still have a lot of way to improve, and I'll keep watching these people that do golden lemon. Say, okay, how I can how I can close the gap to them. I know that you can paint an army at that level, and sometimes I have to sacrifice to have a little bit more speed. But when I'm painting a big miniature, I try to go to the next level. So I try to improve, or at least to try new techniques and keep improving from there. I think there is always room for improvement. And then I go to the last person that made me questions, Vince Venturella. Say, good responses. Here are some new questions for you. With the releases, with the release of Slambo, I'm thinking of all minis. What is your favorite fantasy mini produced before 2000? What is your favorite 40k mini produced before 2000? Wow, this is a tricky one. Before 2000, I don't know if Abaddon is before 2000. I think Abaddon is before 2000. I would like to see a new Abaddon, to be fair. This for 40k. I think Abaddon is a very cool miniature. If I'm not wrong, it's before 2000. I need to think, or maybe it's after 2000. Not sure there, but this is a pretty old miniature. I don't know which miniature from the old range I would like to see repeating. I'm not super big fan of the old miniatures. Yeah, not clear there. I'm thinking no, but I really enjoy the new design of the new miniatures. So I like to see using the new techniques. I find the old miniatures are a little bit too flat. What I like is what Games Workshop and sometimes Forge Wall is doing, is taking some of the retro miniatures and modernizing them, and really I like that. So I would like to see Abaddon modernized and on I'm thinking on. I will say I would like to see the Green Knight in plastic. I think it was a spectacular miniature, and I would like to see like a nice Bretonian guy or a nice knight in plastic, the Bretonian style. But in Age of Sigmar, I don't think he have space. They have space for that. But this would be great. Imagine a human hero on horse, a very awesome knight. With the techniques we have today, they can really make this knight happen. Response de Lyonnaise is a miniature that I always like, the fluff and the background. So this will be great to see a woman knight in plastic. But I say Bretonian is not anymore in the portfolio and will not appear now in Age of Sigmar, so I don't expect this to happen. And yeah, and I don't have any other thing, any other miniatures that I would like to see. What is your single biggest hope for the narrative even happening in the 40k universe with the progressing history? Emperor returns, fall, or dies? I like the fluff is advancing. This is what I will say. I think both things can be very interesting. Emperor coming back and having a nice miniature of the Emperor will be great. But also Emperor dying and coming to a new apocalypse age of the Imperium and a big war can be also very interesting for the narrative. So I think both options can be nice. What I like to see is really I would like to see small primals coming back because I love these miniatures and I would like to see Lionel Johnson coming back. I would like to see Lemon Roos coming back from the war. What happens to these guys? I want to see what happens to these loose primals that are lost in the warp. Are they back? Are they dead? I think it's time to start to start explaining what happens to them. I would like to see back some of these Demon Princes, Primarch Demon Princes like Magnus the Red, that are back in the Age of Terror. I want to see them joining Abaddon on the Crusade. So these are the things I would like to see. I would like to see more of these mighty heroes fighting on this big battle. As you can see, I'm more biased in between Imperium and Chaos. I'm not that. I'm not that focused on the aliens races. I like more the fluff around the Imperium, and I like a lot the fluff around the Chaos. So I think we can come to an era like the Heresy era, when the Empire was completely split in two. I think it's a moment to go back to this era, Abaddon breaking completely the Empire, and then having a big chaos coming back, and then the Primarchs start returning, try to save the Empire. It will be very interesting to see if Lionel Johnson is back. What will happen between Lionel Johnson and Cipher? I want to see. I would like to love what happened there in the rock, in the fluff. I really love the fluff of Dark Angels. I like a lot how end up Dark Angels in the Heresy, but I think it's moment to close this history, to see Lionel Johnson back, to know what happened to Luther, to know what Cipher is doing there, and to understand what is the relation between Lionel Johnson and Cipher. So this is maybe the thing I would like to see. What is the next fluff on the Dark Angels? Then the Angels will be in the spot now. Will Lionel Johnson will back and save the Dark Angels, or the Angels can really fall into or can be considered can be considered they are heretics, because they have some of this legion have been betrayed the other half of the legion. So really I would like to see how the fluff of the Dark Angels is evolving. Then what new painting technique are you focused most on working on 2017? I want to keep improving my metallics, as I said before. I really make a big effort let me show this, on improving the skin on this guy, and I want to do even better with the how it's called, this OSL, the object source of light. So these are the things, and metallics is a thing that it's always with me. I want to find a way to do nice blades, nice swords. I think they are too flat. My swords are still too flat. So these are the things I would like to improve in 2017 when I have the opportunity. And that's all for this video. Please, if you want me to keep doing these videos, I need questions for the next month. So don't hesitate to put them in the comments below. Thanks a lot to Dieter, Beans, Venturella, and Nick for your questions, are very appreciated. And please check out these channels. These are 3 nice channels to follow. That's all for now. Leave the comment below, leave your questions. If you want to keep going, give a like if you have liked this video. And as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.